Welcome. Today I bring you the preview of the next chapter of The Ambassador's Daughter. Melek gets out of the car after having had an accident. She scared looks around and looks for Kavarek, but doesn't see him in the car, so she looks for him in the surroundings, finding him lying unconscious. So worried she goes to him and crying she calls him, trying to wake him up. A day earlier is shown, where Kavarek sees Sanjar angrily throwing stones at the hut, remembering what Nair told him. He then comes in with an axe and breaks everything there. Nair goes to see Melek to wake her up and ask her about having a brother. Melek says she would be very happy if she had a brother, but she would be a little jealous, since when she was born her father was not with her and she only met him after her 8 years. But her brother would know her father from the beginning, and so she would be a little jealous. Nair asks her what she would think if she is not the mother of that brother. So Melek, scared, asks what she is talking about and if she is asking in case Melek would have a child. Nair tells her yes. So Melek, upset, says that then that child would not be her brother and she would not want to see her father anymore. Nair notices Melek very tense, so she tries to calm her down and apologizes, swearing to her that it was just an assumption. Melek asks her not to insinuate that again and not to let Melek give birth to a brother of hers. Nair worriedly agrees and hugs her to calm her down. Meanwhile at the table, Halis and Atik argue. Melek arrives, so Halis asks her why she is up if the doctor indicated that she should rest. Atik tries to take Melek away, but she angrily asks where Sanjar is and why he turned off the phone, complaining that Sanjar did not arrive the night before and accusing him of being with Nair. Halis asks her not to be angry, for the sake of the baby. But Melek yells that if she doesn't want him to be angry, then she should go talk to Sanjar so that he starts to understand that she is his wife and not Nair. Melek starts to writhe from the pain, so everyone tries to help her. Atik asks Melek to calm down and takes her to her room. Halis asks Zara to call the doctor, while Asiye scolds Gulsiye for continuing to eat while everyone is helping Melek. Gulsiye assures that it is all a trick of Melek and she is faking the pain. Melek comes to the room and stops writhing. So surprised, Atik asks him if he is not in pain. She shuts her up and gives a gold bracelet to her brother, ordering him to find Nair's number. But Nekdet tells him that they already talked about it and he is not going to do anything that can make Sanjar take away his salary. Melek says he is paying him, but Nekdet replies that the money for the bracelet will run out and he'd rather take Sanjar's money. So Melek angrily hits him. Nekdet leaves, so Atik asks Melek to calm down or he's going to end up losing the baby and his place in the house. Melek says that is not going to happen and that her child will be born and will make her the owner of the mansion, so she is going to destroy Nair and Melek. Atik asks her if she thinks Sanjar told them about the pregnancy. Melek replies that she doesn't think Sanjar did that and that she will be the one to tell them, as she wants to see Nair and Melek's reaction. So she asks her mother to pretend that she is sleeping and not to let anyone enter the room. Atik asks her what she is going to do and asks her not to do anything and stay resting. But Melek answers that she is going to go to Nair's house and reveal her pregnancy to them. Melek leaves the house while her mother begs her not to do anything, but Melek leaves. Melek fantasizes about having a brother, saying that she would like Nair and Sanjar to have another child. Nair tries to explain, but at that moment someone knocks on the door, so Melek excitedly says that maybe it is her father and that she will ask him for a brother too. Elvan goes to open the door. There he finds Yaya. So he looks at him annoyed. He greets her and asks her if she is not going to let him in, saying that he wants to talk to her. But Elvan comes out and asks her what she is doing there, asking her to tell him what she went to tell him. Yaya asks him to let him pass, but Elvan refuses and throws in her face that he threw her out of the house, so she demands him to say what he has to say. Yaya tells him that she was thinking all night about them, so he concluded that since they are spouses they should be together instead of living in other houses, so he proposes him to go back to the mansion. Elvan asks him if that is all he wants to say. Yaya asks him what else he wants, so Elvan answers that he doesn't want anything from him and kicks him out. Nair sees Elvan enter the house upset, so she asks him what happened. Elvan says that Yaya came to see her. Nair asks him, worried, if he said something bad to her, but Elvan answers no. However, she complains that Yaya just wanted to take her away without even apologizing or telling her that he missed her. Nair asks him if he then plans to leave, but Elvan answers no, as he is happy living there with them, because they are his new family and that is his new home. Nair doesn't say anything, so Elvan asks him what's wrong. But Nair doesn't say anything. Elvan asks him to tell him what happened. So Nair says that the next day he will have Melik's custody hearing, and if he gets custody he wants to leave there. So he will talk to Isabel to go to Switzerland. So Elvan gets sad. Nair says he has thought about it all night and leaving is the only option he has. Elvan asks him what is the problem and why he wants to leave. Nair tries to tell him about Menix's pregnancy, but at that moment someone knocks on the door. So Elvan thinks it is Yaya and goes to open it. But Sanjar enters upset, calling Nair. He tells Elvan to enter the house with Melik and asks Kavurik to go to the car. Both obey and Sanjar approaches Nair asking her to look at him, but she ignores him, so Sanjar desperately yells at her. Nair tells him to forget her and that she does not intend to retract. Nair leaves and tells Melik that her father has gone to see her. So Melik happily runs to see him, hugs him and invites him to breakfast, but Nair tells Melik that he has to go to work. So Melik asks to leave with Sanjar, but Nair refuses. Sanjar says he can miss work for a day and so he will stay there with them. Nair tells him that he should go to work, so Sanjar tells Melik to go to the car with him. Melik leaves and Sanjar tells Nair that issue is not closed, but Nair throws him out. Geddes arrives at the house, so Nair goes to see him. Sanjar stops her and asks if she is going to see Geddes like this. Nair replies that he is no one to complain when he is having a child with Minek and goes to see Geddes. Sanjar follows her and tries to cover her with his body and take her inside, but Nair starts to untie her robe. Sanjar angrily asks her what she is doing. So Nair yells at him, claiming that he is always trying to rule her life while he is doing what he wants by marrying and having children with another woman. Geddes asks them to calm down. So Nair warns Sanjar not to say anything to Melik about her other son and to take her back for the night. Then she asks Geddes to come in. So Sanjar gets angry and Geddes, uncomfortable, obeys. Once in the house, Geddes asks her if she is this angry about Menix's pregnancy. Elvan hears them and is shocked. So she asks her if that's why she wants to leave. Geddes asks about it. But Nair leaves. Zara arrives looking for Sanjar. Elvan tells her that he just left and they tell him about Menix's pregnancy. Zara tells him that during breakfast Menek went crazy and that's why she was looking for Sanjar. When he enters he sees Geddes pensive, so he asks Elvan what happened. Elvan tells him that Nair is going to go to Switzerland. Zara asks if it is because of Menix's pregnancy. So Elvan says yes. Zara asks him what he plans to do when Nair leaves, but Elvan doesn't answer. Melik tells Sanjar that she wants a brother and that's why she wants him to divorce Menek and marry Nair. Zara asks Elvan if he plans to return to the mansion when Nair leaves, but Elvan replies that she doesn't plan to return to a place she was kicked out of and so she will find another place to live, so she asks her not to worry. Nair goes out, so Geddes asks her if she is feeling better already and if she then plans to separate Sanjar from Melik because she is having another child. Nair explains that she talked to Melik in the morning and she took the issue of having a brother from Menek very badly. So she knows that Melik will not take the news well at all. Geddes tells her that Melik is just a child and she will get used to it. Nair asks her why Melik should get used to her father's betrayal. Geddes asks her if she is doing it for Melik or for her. Nair replies that it is for both of them, as neither will tolerate what happened. Geddes asks her if then the solution is to run away. Nair tells her that it is very hard to see Sanjar with his wife and new child. Geddes says he can understand the pain of seeing the person he loves with someone else. Nair asks him what he means, but Elvan interrupts. Geddes tells Nair that he is waiting for her at the new port. She follows him and tells him that she will no longer work with him because she will leave as soon as she has custody of Melik. Geddes asks her if Sanjar knows what she is going to do. Nair replies no. Geddes tells her that if Sanjar knew he would never leave her custody, so Nair asks her if she plans to tell Sanjar. Geddes replies that if she doesn't go to the new port she will tell Sanjar. Nair asks if he is then blackmailing her, but Geddes leaves. Zara and Elvan hug Nair. Menek goes to the port and meets Dudu. She asks him why he is there when he should be resting. Menek says he went to ask her something. Dudu asks what it is about, so Menek says he went to Nair's house but she no longer lives there, so he wanted to ask her for the new address. Dudu asks her why she wants it. Menek says she is pregnant and her baby is in danger, but Sanjar only hangs out with Nair, so she wants to talk to Nair to leave her husband alone. Dudu tells her that Nair is not to blame for Sanjar not wanting to come back home. Manek asks if he is defending Nair. Dudu replies no. But that the one who has a relationship with her is Sanjar, so if she has to talk to anyone it is him. Manek says that if Nair didn't receive Sanjar, he would return to the mansion and attacks her talking about Yaya. Dudu asks her what she means, so Manek tells her that she knows she is dating Yaya, who is a married man. Dudu tries to defend herself but Manek mocks her and demands that she gives her Nair's address. But Dudu replies that he can't give it to her as Sanjar and Nair are his bosses and he can't meddle in their personal lives. He also warns her not to try to blackmail her or make up rumors about Yaya and her. Dudu leaves and nervously tells Yaya that they need to talk about something. Halise and Yaya go to see Elvan to convince her to return to the mansion. Meanwhile Nair tells Elvan that if he wants he can go with her and Melik to Switzerland, but Elvan refuses. Nair asks him to think about it and leaves. At the entrance he sees Halise. She says she has gone to see Elvan, so Elvan receives her and Nair leaves after congratulating her on having a new grandchild. Halise asks Elvan if Melik is in the house, but Elvan replies that Sanjar took Melik to work. Halise surprised asks how can it be then that Sanjar can still see Melik if Nair found out about the pregnancy. Elvan angrily asks her why she went to see her, so Halise apologizes to her. And so we end this preview, until next time.